former Tory leadership contender in and of himself, David Davis. But Penny Mordaunt doesn't just boast David Davis, she also can boast some of the newer MPs as well. This is a campaign that has 26 declared MPs as things stand. Although that number was at 26 yesterday, it has no doubt risen now. David Davis, of course, declaring yesterday for Penny Mordaunt, and I'm delighted to say that David Davis can join us now from College Green outside Parliament. Welcome to the programme, David. I suppose, first of all, why did you choose Penny Mordaunt? What is it about the former Defence Secretary, Penny Mordaunt, that, in your view, makes her next Prime Minister?
Well, this is an incredibly important election. Whoever deals with it is going to have to take over from a party in some disarray and is going to have to face some of the hardest problems a modern Prime Minister's faced, particularly stagflation, high inflation and low growth, right? Firstly, we actually have to pass an integrity test in my mind. All of them, all the candidates have to pass an integrity test in my mind. This is one of those occasions where we can't have another scandal in the next year. She, apart from herself being, as it were, clear of those things, she's also, like me, we've talked about it before in office, favours a much cleaner approach to politics than we've seen historically. You know, we've had all sorts of scandals over money and God knows what. And so we're in the same place. So that's a clear pass for her. Secondly, the question of courage and clarity of vision, if you like, and competence. She's experienced. She's had 2 different cabinet posts. She's been in the cabinet and in government generally for a number of years. She's worked alongside me, so I can make my judgments from reality, seeing her in action. And the starkest of those was the great showdown at Chequers, that arguably the cabinet meeting that's had more effect on the history of the country than any other, when Theresa May tried to push through her vision for Brexit against mine. And Theresa May, the Prime Minister, and 20 other cabinet members wanted to go one way. Penny was the fiercest, strongest, clearest arguer in the other direction, in favour of proper Brexit, where we are now, really, the direction we're going now. And she wasn't just brave, she was incredibly articulate. Now, I picked that out as a single example, but it's been repeated time and time again in all my meetings with her in government over the years. So she's clearly up to the job. She's clearly got the guts to do it. She's clearly got the competence to do it. Finally, we are arguing about a vision of the country. I mean, you've got Rishi making his argument for, as it were, more of the same, and virtually every other candidate arguing for lower taxes, for a variety of things. Now, it's wonderful, this, for someone like me. I mean, John Redwood and I and a few others have been the sort of lone voices for tax cutting and inflation control over the last couple of years. Nobody else has. Now all of a sudden everybody is bidding for the lowest possible tax. Penny's got a much more thoughtful approach. She wants to see tax cuts. She wants to see us competitive with the rest of the world. She wants to see us turbocharging our growth rate. And that's not just taxes, that's innovation and incentives and all the other things that are necessary for this. And she's got a proper vision there. Finally, like me, she's a reserve soldier, a reserve naval officer in her case. She's patriotic. She believes in her country. She believes in the standards and approach of her country. Historically, which thinks like me, we're one of the greatest nations in the world. That package for me, when I eventually sat down and went through it all, was overwhelming. And I think it's overwhelming too for the party in the country, and I hope it will be for the party in the House.